Good evening, everyone. I'm Lisa Marie Latino, and I'm so pleased to be joined by the 2019 Italian-American Man of the Year, Anthony Iacullo. Anthony, how are you?
Doing very good, Lisa. How are you?
Congratulations on this prestigious honor.
Well, thank you very much.
So, educate our audience on some of the high-profile cases you have worked on and are working on.
Well, I do a lot of what I consider to be bigger criminal defense cases. I've been doing it for 25 years now. It's a situation where you don't like to name names, as they say, but I've been involved in cases that were obviously Bridgegate in New Jersey. I am involved in the litigation relating to Washington that exists right now.
What was it about the law that attracted you?
Back in the days when you were a kid and you saw shows like, Perry Mason, the classic show, and it was the reruns, not the original. But, watching shows like that and police shows and just investigative shows just sort of, I don't know, churned something up in me. I always wanted to be either a detective, and I've always had an interest in police work, and that's why it means so much to me to be able to represent police officers. That's a large part of my practice, and for what they do and the way they put themselves on the line every day, to represent them and be selected to represent them in some pretty significant cases means the world to me.
So let's talk about you growing up Italian.
My grandfather on my father's side was from Sicily, and my other grandparents were from Naples, Napolitan, and Calabrese. And it was just really essential, I think, in growing up in a household like that, to appreciate the values that they instilled in. And it had nothing to do with money. I mean, it had to do with family. It had to do with tradition, and it had to do with loyalty. And if I instilled half of the values that my parents instilled in me to my children, then I'd consider myself a small success in that area. The holidays are so important, Christmas, and holidays shouldn't be forgotten, and Columbus Day is one of them. And the tradition with the Columbian Foundation, I've taken my daughters on the float in New York City, and I know you've been there and experienced it. And that's something that tradition should hopefully never leave us, and especially as Italian Americans, and especially on this day of Columbus Day, we should always recognize the value of this day and never let anybody take it away from us.
Well, thank you so much, Anthony.
Thank you, Lisa. I would just like to thank the East Hanover Italian American Club, Livio Ciaffi, and all the people that were responsible for allowing me to receive this recognition. It means a tremendous amount to me, and it means a tremendous amount to my family. I would also like to thank my three daughters, Jessie, Nicole, and Carly, and my beautiful wife, Elise, for all you have done to stand beside me in all that I have done and I accomplished. And it means the world to be recognized in this fashion today by such an organization, and based upon my Italian-American heritage. It just means very much to me and to my entire family, and for that I thank you.